So the seizures have been getting worse?
Yes. With my powers drained, I can barely command my own warriors. The Lich King warned me that if I didn't reach Northrend soon, all could be lost.
Fear not, my king. Everything has been prepared for your departure. The ships are waiting at the coast, and
There's been a change of plans, King Arthas. You're not going anywhere.
assassins! It's a trap!
You should never have returned, human. Weakened as you are, we have assumed control over the majority of your warriors. It seems your reign was short-lived.
There are too many of them, my king. Flee! Escape from the city! I'll find my own way out and meet you in the wilderness.
All right, Lich. Good luck. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like
Our master Kel'Thuzad sent us to aid you. Our new skeletal mages will make short work of the rebels.
very good. We'll need to move quickly and find any others still loyal to me. We're going to need all the support we can get. Frostmourne hungers.
Our forces are under attack. Inventory is full.
Finally. This is more
Our
like
forces are under attack.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
The dead end shall serve.
What is it now? Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. Finally.
We don't wait.
It's me around. Tread lightly.
What does the shadow will? Our forces
What is
are
it
under
now?
attack.
Speak, fool. Tread lightly. No one orders me around.
What we do.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Tread lightly.
Oh, the Lich King.
What is it now?
The restless dead await. As the shadow wills.
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. This is more like it. What is it now? Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
What does the shadow will?
Speak, fool.
This better be good.
No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
What does the shadow will?
No one orders me around. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Speak, fool.
The dead shall serve.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Speak, fool. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. I have need of your abilities, little shade. Will you help me?
I live only to serve you, King Arthas.
No one orders me around. What is it now?
What needs revealing? Let's see.
Speak, fool.
I shall be your eyes.
No one orders me around. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
I shall be your eyes. I go unseen.
I have need of you warriors. Come with me. Tread lightly. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. What is it now? The Dreadlord's guards are stationed outside that armory. If we can fight our way past them, we could commandeer the meat wagons held inside. Around. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
What we do?
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. This better be good. Speak, fool. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. I call upon your loyalty. Will you serve me? Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Faithless coward. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
My sight is yours.
No one orders me around.
This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
What does the shadow rule? For the Lich King.
No
Let
one
darkness guide
around.
me.
Tread lightly.
This better be good. For the Lich King.
No one orders me around. Ah, at last.
The dead shall serve. Let darkness guide me. The restless dead await.
What is it now? Speak, fool. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
This better be good. For the Lich King. Let darkness guide me.
Intriguing. Tread lightly. Finally. Speak, fool. This is more like it. No one
Our forces are under attack.
Tread lightly. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. What is it now? Tread lightly. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? No one is me around. Ah, at last. Your pain shall be legendary. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it.
The restless dead await. This better be.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally.
Faithless coward.
This is more like it.
I'll make sure you suffer.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
These piles of corpses will serve us well. We can reanimate the bodies and bolster our forces as we move.
Under attack. The dead shall serve.
This is more like it. Speak, fool. Finally. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Faithless coward.
Ah, at last. Finally. Now, Frostmourne. I'll make sure you suffer. This is more like it. No one orders me around. Tread lightly. Ah, at last.
The restless dead await.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. You will know endless torment. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. What is it now?
Our forces are under attack. The dead shall serve.
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Finally. What is it now? This is more like it.
Our forces are under attack.
Speak. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Ah, at last.
Our forces are under attack.
What is it now? No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
Our forces are under attack.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Tread lightly.
What does the shadow will?
Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Ah, at last. What is it now? This is more like it. Ah, at last. No one orders me around. Frostborn hunger. Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
The dead shall serve.
Speak, fool.
Small King Northrend, slay, rend, feast.
Speak, fool. What is it? Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. No one orders me around.
The restless dead await. Or the Lich
What is
King.
it now? No one orders me around. Your pain shall be legendary. For the Lich King. Speak, fool. Ah, at last. This is more like it. You will know endless torment. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. We have no time for this. We must find our way out quickly. You have my thanks, ladies. But where is your mistress? Where is Sylvanas?
She sent us to find you, great king. We've come to escort you across the river. Once we cross it, we'll take refuge in the wilderness.